Hello, welcome back. This is module 3, commercial modeling. The commercial model is a lot different from a business case. It's all about not just how we're going to build this, how we're going to commercialize it, what's the pathway, what it's going to be worth for now and in the future at different points. So I want to just walk you through how we do that. It's the heart of your strategy if you do this right. It starts with defining the demand. We talk about who has the problem, how they solve the problem right now, how they solve, how much it costs them to solve the problem, who they go to solve the problem. That's going to tell you who are you going to be your competitors, how much they pay to solve the problem, how much it costs if they don't solve the problem and they live with it. All of these things you need to know. You also need to, when you look at the market, you also need to look at the industry. The industry is the players around you. You need to know the market model. Is it an oligopolistic market model? That's a few players and they control the industry and they fix prices and they'll run you out of town if you become an upstart? Or are they scattered and non-differentiated and just doing the best they can for the industry that they're in? Could be just one company controlling everything, and they might do that as the supplier of the source, and then they compete against all the other retailers of that. You've got to be careful and understand your market before you start investing in it. We start our commercial modeling session. It's usually a 4-hour session, and we're not going to I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we do. We start with 244 questions. It blows out to about 500 data points on a mind map. And so we then get our members to print that out onto A1 or AO, a very big page. You can plaster it on the wall. It becomes your one glance master plan. Everything is in there, all your options, all your risks, everything is all laid out in front of you. And then we will attack that with a highlighter and a Sharpie once a month under our project status review, and we'll make sure that you get greater clarity as you head towards the target that you've decided is the one for you. It's the entire 6 months activity in one glance. That's important, so nothing can hide from you, and nobody else can hide from you either. Okay, so the project needs to be fully costed and it needs to be fully funded as you walk into this. And that means you need to have all your action steps, each team member allocated what they have to do and when they have to do it. There needs to be timing on those. There needs to be sequencing, so you know what has to be done before what else and what has to be done beyond that. The know-how for what this is going to do, you need to track and measure the progress. You need to know how to track and measure that progress as you go, so you make sure that anybody who's involved in the project, any team member, is being held to account. The funding plan needs to be there. The pitch deck needs to be there as part of this, so you know exactly what you're going to go for, because our 12-point pitch is radically different from others, and we'll explain that in the next module. The budget has to be in sync with the action plan, and that includes bringing funding, grants, revenues, all to the bottom line. So we don't use a profit and loss. We use a statement of source and allocation of funds, and we can show even your loan funds or equity funds coming to the bottom line, so we can know exactly when you're going to be cash flow positive and making sure that you can sustain that cash flow positive status as you move forward. And then you don't have to go and beg for any more money, because that can be very hurtful. Now, the next module, we're going to talk about how we get projects funded. That's the funding side of it, and we use our Cornerstone Investor model. We're going to explain that to you. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the next module. Thank you.